Hello everyone and welcome to the next battle report, and today we are playing more Achtung Panzer. So we are playing our second game. I've been joined again by Robin, who will be taking on the role of the Americans. So as you can see here, we've set up a board ready for today's mission, and today we are going to be playing mission 2 from the main rulebook, and this is called block clearing. Now, the blurb for the mission simply states that enemy infantry are stubbornly defending the village that lies across your line of advance. Your platoon has been tasked with digging them out. So here is the stubborn village. We've already rolled, and Robin is going to be the attacker, so the US are going to be trying to root the Germans out of this village. So what we're doing, we've set up a slightly bigger table than we did last time, but we are still playing slightly smaller than is recommended, and that's simply so we have the room for all of the admin bits over there. So that is one of the things about the game. Obviously there are tokens and there are cards, and you need the room to put them. So we are playing on a 4 foot by 5 foot table, and this is why we've reduced slightly the number of pieces of ambush terrain, but hopefully we'll still have a really good game. So this game normally lasts until 45 minutes have elapsed, but because we've reduced the area by a foot, we're just going to reduce that down to 40 minutes for the game. So pieces of ambush terrain that are on the board. Well, we are very simply, we are going with every building in the village. So we have the house here, we have the small barn, we have the large house over here. It's actually this part that's going to be designated as ambush terrain, so the large part of the tenement. The farmhouse here, and of course the big barn. So those are the 5 pieces of ambush terrain. Robin will be starting on this side, and I will be deploying from this side. So in games of Achtung Panzer, you normally play short edge to short edge. We are using the class points again to denote what forces we have, and we both have 8 class points. We'll roll through the forces in a minute. We aren't going to show all the rolling for the skills of the crew and all that. We're going to do all of that, and basically we'll present to you our forces, and then we'll just crack on with the game. Reserves are going to be optional in this game for both sides. So what we're hoping is in this game you're going to see a few rules that we didn't cover in the last battle report. Now, as with all learning games, in the last battle report we got a couple of things wrong, and we're going to do our best to try and remember to get them right this time. But you know, if we do, we do. If we don't, we're still going to have a good time anyway. So Robin will be deploying on this side of the board. He will get a 6-inch deployment zone, and I'll be deploying on this side with a 6-inch deployment zone. Anything that's kept in reserve will potentially turn up a little bit later on. Now, one of the nice things is I'm going to get to select 2 of my ambush points to become strongholds, which will be quite fun. So Robin's going to have a bit of a harder time rooting the sort of dug-in Germans out of those. Finally, victory is awarded for victory points. So Robin, for each strong point or piece of ambush terrain cleared at the end of the game, he's going to get 1 victory point. So Robin is, well, obviously he can win if he takes out my tanks, but he's trying to blow things up. So he's going to have to try and destroy each of these buildings. And I get 2 victory points at each enemy tank knocked out or abandoned. So I am going for his tanks while Robin is going for these buildings. So it's going to make for quite an interesting game. You're looking forward to it?
Yeah. Some big guns this time. So.
You do have some bigger guns. Well, what we'll do, we're going to basically set all of our crews up, and then we'll come back to you and roll through what we've got. Right, so we are all set up. As you can see over here, we have deployed. Both of us have chosen not to keep any tanks in reserve. And over here, you can see Robin has deployed as well. So, just to run through what we've got. So, the Germans are defending. With my 8 class points, I have taken 2 Panther A's. My first Panther A I've rolled up, and I have a commander with a 2-star skill rating. I have a gunner with a 2-star skill rating, and I decided to give the driver a 1-star skill rating because I only managed to roll 5 on my crew grade there. For the second one, which you can see here, this is the guy who doesn't have the chat popping out the top. I had a few more. I had 6 points to distribute, so I've got a 2-star commander. I have a 3-star gunner because I think that I'm going to be trying to basically just blast off as many shots as I can. And I've sacrificed and I've gone down to a 1-star driver there. So both my drivers are poor, but I think for me, I'm hoping that manoeuvring isn't going to be what I need. Robin, what have you got? Because I've got 2 tanks that are the same, but you've got entirely different ones.
So for my Easy 8, over there with the guy popping out the top, I've got a 2-star commander, 2-star gunner, 1-star driver.
Okay, yep.
Then for the ordinary Sherman, I've rolled 6 stars for that. I've just gone 2 across the board, so nice and even for that one. 2-star driver, 2-star gunner, 2-star commander. Then for my M36, I rolled 6 stars, so I've gone for a 4-star gunner, a 1-star commander, and a 1-star driver.
So does that him count as an ace then? No, he's not an ace.
No,
he's
not
a
an
veteran.
ace. He's just a veteran. Yeah.
Okay, and that means he'll have a veteran ability on his loading, doesn't it? So that will be interesting. That will be very interesting. Just so you can see, the 2 strong points out of the ambush terrain that I've designated are the little barn in the middle on the crossroads and the big house, which is part of the tenement there. So these are just ambush points. Those 2 are strong points. Now, we've already dealt out our event cards and asset cards, and we both got the reinforcement event card, which meant we could mobilize one of our assets. So we both have 1 asset mobilized, ready to play. So I'm a bit curious to see what Robin's got over there. So we're basically all set to go. So there we go. This is, what's this called, this mission? I've forgotten already.
Block clearance?
I won't say block war.
Wars.
Block war is Judge Dredd. That's Judge Dredd. Okay, so this is block clearing. This is the second game of Achtung Panzer. We're going to just get on with it, and we'll come back to you when we're ready to start turn 1. Okay, so initiative and radio checks have been completed. Both the Germans and the Americans passed their radio checks. Robin is the attacking player, got his initiative tokens first, so he selected his 3, and then obviously I got mine, and we then basically, I think we decided all of our guys are unbuttoned, aren't they?
Yeah.
Everyone is unbuttoned, all of the commanders. So should we flip over and just see who's going first? Well, we already know a bit what's going here. So my Panther down here is going first, and my other one is going second. So I basically have the initiative here. Robin, what's going next? What's going third?
So my Sherman in the middle, the 75mm gun, then the Easy 8, and then the
bringing up
tank destroyer effectively
is going last. Right. What we're going to do, we're not going to do lots of token turning for you guys. We are going to select our actions, and then we're simply just going to roll through each tank, and we'll just state what they are that we've selected, so we can just crack on, because we have got 5 tanks on here. And yeah, we just want to get stuck in. Right. Let's select our actions. Okay, so going first in the initiative order is this Panther A. I've given him a full ahead order, so he is going to be moving forward 7 inches. And what I'm going to try and do, because he'll have to take a driving test as he goes across that hedgerow, he's going to go across there, and then I'm going to try to spot the Easy 8 as a free action, so I'll have to pass a test. So I'll just get this guy. Actually, Robin, do you mind moving him? So basically, he's going to go up to the wall. And I just need to take a driving test, because he goes over it. He's not going to stop or anything.
Yeah, it's just whether or not you get jiggled on the
Well, the thing is there any point in rolling? Because I haven't targeted anybody.
No.
So there's no point, is there? So I can see your Easy 8 over there. So I will take a check to see if I get this for free. So on a 3 or more, I've spotted you for free. I have spotted you, so if you could put that marker on, that would be great. As I've now spotted for a free action, I'm going to try and load an AP round, and I'm going to try and force load this. And this is my more skilled gunner, so on a 2+, I force load that into the ready position. So 2+. There we go. So that goes straight into ready. So Robin's hope, I don't know what he's selected, but there might be a round coming his way. Next up, we have the Panther over here, the slightly less skilled Panther. Now with this chap, I selected a full ahead, so he is just going to move forward 7, please, Robin. Okay, so my Panther's tactical action is going to be to take a scoot. So I roll 2d6 and I take the higher of the two, and he goes forward that many more inches. Okay, 4. There we go. Fantastic. Still at the moment, I don't think he can be seen. So there we go. So that was my first set of actions. Okay, Robin, so it's your easy 8. What action have you decided to do with him? What was on your token?
Going for a tactical charge, straight forwards.
Okay, so what do you want to do?
So literally, I'm going to try and spot you first.
So you're going to try and spot me back, which of course you can do. Let's just see, where are we? So there's the easy 8. You can see on the left, and then over here, just on the other side of the building, is the Panther. So if you pass a crew test for your commander, then you've spotted him for free.
Yep. So I'm on a 3+.
No, so that was your tactical action. Okay, so his movement action was just full ahead.
Yeah. So
okay.
Just 7 inches.
Just 7 inches. You can try for a free pivot at the end of it. No, just driving straight at the Panther. This should be because I'll have the initiative next turn, won't I?
Yeah.
Sorry, next phase.
Have I spotted him anyway, but it wasn't free? Is that my understanding?
Let's just check. Okay, so you have spotted him.
I have, but it took all my concentration to do it, so I can't do anything else.
Okay, so these two can both see each other. Okay, great. All right, so who was next in the initiative order on your side? So there's this chap in the middle. What's your action?
So my tactical action is to load.
Yep.
And we're trying to load HE, and then my movement is straightforward.
Straightforward. Okay, right. So if you pass a gunner check, then that's a free action. Okay, so you're loading HE, and you passed. What were you looking for? A free. Yeah.
3+.
So that is now loaded. You have an HE round loaded and ready to go. Okay, so now you can do his movement action, but you still have a tactical action. Oh no, you don't have a tactical. You just crash. You just crash loaded the round. Yep.
Load quicker.
7,
so which gets me straight
up to the wall. Oh, that's interesting. Can we? We'll have to see if we can see each other. Right. Okay.
No, I would like to play an asset.
Oh, okay. What are you playing?
So I took combat engineers.
Yep.
So they clear the battlefield of obstacles as the armour advances. So their effect is to clear a piece of ambush terrain or a strong point.
Right.
Or they could remove a wreck or things. So I'm going to play it on this strong point in the middle.
On there, yeah.
And to clear that strong point.
Okay. All right. So there we go. That's they're done. So that's been cleared. There are cards in the game that let those basically come back, so we have to leave it on there because I could get an event that does clear that.
You might retake the.
Okay. All right then. Interesting. Okay. So the M36. What's his order?
So straight ahead.
Yep.
With a movement of 7.
Right. And then what are you going to do as a tactical
trying
action?
To load HE.
Okay, are you going to try and fast load it?
Yes, I am, because I have a very good gunner.
What Robin means is he has a veteran gunner in there who needs a 2+ to load it, and also, as he's a veteran, will re-roll any roll of 1 when rolling to hit. So go on then, 2 or more, and you've... I really hope that was going to be a 1. No, okay, so he's loaded HE as well. I kind of feel like now is going to be a good time to play one of my assets. I'm going to use that piece of ambush terrain, so I'm going to play the tank hunters, and I am going to target your tank destroyer with this. So this tank hunters card is an anti-tank rocket from a Panzer Shrek, hurtles towards enemy armor, resolve an attack on the enemy tank within 6 inches of uncleared ambush terrain. He's within 6 inches of the barn. Yep. Roll to hit, roll 3 dice, needing is 6, penetration 5, but the ambush terrain counts as cleared after the attack. Just realised that's probably a bad idea. Didn't think about that one, but never mind.
Unless you blow up the tank.
Unless I blow up the tank. So, right. Let's see what happens. Right, so I am looking for a 6 to hit. There is a 6 on the front. So let's see if we can penetrate. So what was the armor on the front of the tank of the? It's an M36, yeah.
Yep. So the armor is 7. Oh, we need to roll for location first.
Oh, of course we do. All right then, location. A 6.
Oh, the turret.
Okay.
Armor 7.
Armor 7, I have a penetration of 5. So I'm rolling 1d6 plus 5. So that's 9. So that's a penetrating hit. So as we can see on the chart, it's a penetrating hit. So if the tank isn't destroyed, it's going to have a turret damage token on it, and we'll be rolling because it'll be a penetrating hit. However, first of all, we've got to see it might just destroy it. So on a roll of 1 or 2, it's destroyed. Okay, so 1, 2. No, it's not destroyed. So when did you finish painting that?
Last night.
Last night. Okay, so you could breathe easy. So it's taken a whole a turret damage token, and
so now we need to roll.
Okay, on the big table.
So we got the first d6 to see what the effect is.
That's a
so
1.
1 or 2 is just shaken.
So
okay.
it's no effect.
No
is there?
effects. Just everyone's a bit.
Okay, but your commander was unbuttoned. As he's unbuttoned, it's just a straight roll on the what's the name of the table? It's the button up table. So let's roll d6 to see what happens. I got a 1.
Okay, so close call. The commander bravely remains unbuttoned.
Oh, okay, right. But you have taken a damage counter to your hull, to your turret,
yeah.
And this now counts as clear. So I didn't quite realise when I did that I was going to be sacrificing that piece of terrain. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens.
You had the worst.
He's damaged.
Apart from missing, yeah.
Yeah, one more hit on the turret and it's done.
Yeah.
So right then, okay, so. That is the end of the first action phase. Let's. What we're going to do? We're going to pick our actions for action phase 2. Right, it's the second action phase, and we're back over here to the Panther, the first one, Panther A here, with the chap who's not technically he's unbuttoned, but on the model he isn't. I have chosen a halt order with this chap, and all he's going to do is now aim at the Easy 8 that he has spotted. So there's no roll for that. He's just automatically now aimed on that chap. So oh no, you've aimed at me, haven't you? Yeah, that's sorry. Yep, so he's aimed. So if I do get to take a shot next action, then I'll have a few more dice. So that's his action. Right, so it's my lead Panther A over here. So I have given him a basically drive forward order. So I would like him to basically do a pivot first. So if I put my finger here, Robin, if you move the other track round.
Is this a driver test?
No, yes, it is actually. Yes, good call. So a driver test on this one is a 4 or more, then it's a free pivot. No, so this pivot is essentially the tactical action. So this will be its tactical action, will be to pivot.
That, isn't it?
Yeah, and then move forwards
up
to here. So I'm still not seen by your and then move the turret, so my guy can actually now see your Easy 8. You see the front?
I'm going to say no because I can't. I can see no.
Okay, Robin, it's your Easy 8. What's he doing?
So he's turning left.
Yep.
And driving. So I'm hoping.
So turn there. Yep. And then he goes 4 inches. Is it going to be enough to get him completely out? So basically the whole tank is going to have to get beyond there. I can still see the back.
I reckon you can still see me.
Right, I will just double check. So yeah, the Panther can still see just the back of the tank as it tries to scoot out the way of the shot that will be coming.
I'm going to say that as I can see the commander, I'm going to say that I can still actually. You're still spotted from me.
Yeah, you can still see me because your commander can see me. So right, okay. And what's his tactical action?
I'll turn that way just in case. And I'm going to try and load some AP ammo.
AP or HE?
AP.
AP, right, okay, 2-6. Take it you're going to fast load.
Yeah.
What's his skill?
3+.
Go for it.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it gets loaded.
All the way loaded. Okay, so it's your M4. What action did you pick for him?
So I'm going to fire my HE that I've just loaded into...
So that's his tactical action, is to fire the main gun. What was on the token?
Driving straight forwards.
Driving straight. Okay, so you're going to shoot at this ambush train. Right, okay. I don't think we've actually done this yet in the other game, so let's have a look. Okay, Robin, so how do we resolve the HE shot from the M4
so
here?
I take my HE rating, which is 2.
Yeah, so you're rolling 2 dice.
2 dice at the building, and if I get a 5 or a 6, then the ambush terrain is cleared. Now, I am moving, so I would lose a dice for moving. However, one of the Sherman's
traits,
that's the word I'm looking for, is stabilisers, so I don't lose any dice.
As long as you're going forwards or backwards, isn't it?
Yes, yeah. And I can't target specific bits of a tank at the same time. But for shooting at a building, I literally just need to hit the side.
So it's important, the fact is you have to take into account the order it's been given. So even though he hasn't moved yet, you would still suffer that penalty. So basically you clear this piece of ambush terrain on a 5 or 6 with 2 dice.
Yep. No.
Oh, no. Okay. Right, so you literally can't hit the... That's amazing. Okay.
And now I'm driving forwards, though.
You could just drive through it. If you drive through ambush train, that clears it.
I did think that's the only reason I took the shot was because I thought, I should probably take my shot
before
I bring it down.
You would normally need to do a driver's test going over that, but all it does if you fail it is shake the aim down to spotted, or the spotted you lose it, don't you? So there's not a lot of point.
No.
So there you go. You have come in, and we're not going to break up the wall just for that. Right. Okay. Okay, Robin, so just explain this. The M36 shooting at the strong point.
Yeah, because I had a halt action. I actually hoped your Panther would drive further forwards and then I was going to shoot him. But I'm going to go for the strong point. Now, I have got a good HE value. I've got 3 dice.
Yeah.
But I do need a 6 to clear it. And I've checked the range is fine. With strong points, you have to be within close range to be able to...
And what's that, 18?
18.
18. Yeah. So you're within 18.
Yep.
3 dice in the 6 and you've cleared the strong point, which would then leave me with just these 2. But the victory, you've actually got to get to the time limit, haven't we? That's the thing.
It's no good me clearing all the strong point out if I just leave Smoking Rex on the board.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Right then, 3 dice in the 6. Needing the 6.
This is a big gun.
No. Okay.
Okay, stationary targets are hard to hit.
Okay, so... I don't really know what to say there. Right, okay, let's go into the third action phase. Okay, so third action phase, and we're down here first with my Panther down here. So he is going to fire his main gun at the Easy 8 that's trying to get out of the way. So I have him aimed, so as we can see on the card here, with the 75mm, if I'm aimed in, I get 3 dice to hit. Now, he is over 18 inches away. He's not hull down or anything. So I am going to be getting 3 dice hitting on 5s with a standard AP round. Here we go, hitting on 5s. That's a hit. Next up, I've got to see where a hit.
Oh,
6. I think that's the turret again, isn't it?
It is the turret.
It is the turret. What's the armour on the turret?
The side armour on the turret is 6.
Okay, I have a penetration of 8. So 8 is standard. So let's see what happens here. 8.
That's the best roll you could have
9. That is the best roll I could have got for you.
Any more, and it would have actually just...
It would have just gone rocketing through it, wouldn't it? So so I got a total of 9. Your armour is 6, so a difference of 3. So 3 or less to destroy the tank. Bang.
Boom.
There goes the Easy 8. Okay, so Robin's Easy 8 has been knocked out. So that's going to be 2 points to me. How many points? If we actually are just adding this up points-wise at the moment, Robin has 1, 2... 2 points? Yeah, 2 points. There are 2 cleared, aren't there? So 2 points, and it's 2 points here. So there we go. That was my action. Of course, that ammo has now been expended. Right, now it's turn for this Panther here. I have chosen a right-hand turn maneuver, so he will be going like this. And then he will be moving forward 4 inches. Now, obviously that tank destroyer has fired its gun, so I'm just going to try and hope that this isn't going to be a mistake. I am now going to try and spot the M4 for 3, so as long as I pass a command check of 3 or more, then that's a free action, and then if I do get that off, I will be loading. 3 or more. Yep, so that's a free action, so he's now been spotted, and now I'm going to try and load my special ammunition. I have a gunner with a 3+ ability, so I am going to try and fast load into the ready position, which I do. So there we are, that's been fully loaded. That's the end of my actions for this turn. So let's see what Robin is going to do. Okay, Robin, so it would have been the Easy 8, but of course we won't talk about that. So it's the M4. What was his action?
So he got a straightforward, but obviously I want to try and pivot first.
Okay, so he's going to pivot to begin with, so it'll be that track will come to there, like that, and then you're just going to take a test. What's the driver's skill?
3+.
So if you get this off, that was a free action. No, okay, so it's just straight ahead into the yard. Okay, so what's the movement of this?
7. But I don't have to go the full 7.
No, so he comes out there.
How much difference does it actually?
Okay. We'll really hope that my Panther does come up before that in the next turn.
Yes, we will be.
We'll be drawing initiative.
Yeah. Okay, that might save me, maybe.
Okay, so it's the M36. What was his action?
So having missed the large building just in front of him, he's going to...
He's seen the Panther now.
Yeah, stop.
Yep, drop and roll.
Yeah, stop, drop and roll. He's just going to load AP as quickly as he can.
Do you want to try free spot action on him first?
Yeah.
Because if you do the free spot, he just spotted him and then loaded.
Yes, we'll try that. Oh,
yeah?
I'm going to load first, though.
But the loading's not a free action, so you'd have to try to spot first. You'd have to spot first, wouldn't you, because of the order. So you'd have to, because you can't load for free, you can just fast load. So, which is up to you. I just thought it might, because then there's a chance you might be loaded ready for whether or not, because if you're fully loaded, the M36 could shoot the Panther before the Panther shoots the M4. I feel like I've badgered you into doing that. All right, let's see what happens. All right, so you're trying to spot for free. Okay, 4 up. Yep, okay, so I'm spotted, and now you're going to fast load a... are you going to special ammo?
Oh, yeah, you know what, we might get a chance to use it otherwise.
Yeah. Special
ammo.
And you've got a 2+, haven't you, on the gunner, so
cool.
Alright, so that's a reroll on the firing, not on the loading, so it's actually better. So, right, so you have special ammo loaded in the tank destroyer, I've got special ammo loaded in the Panther, and that M4 is basically sitting there praying that you come first in the initiative order. Right then, it's time for the admin step. Okay, so in the admin step, the first thing we did was get rid of the initiative tokens, because we'll be drawing those again in a minute. We replenished our event card hands and did any discard. I got rid of 1 card, so I drew 2. Robin, you just drew 1, didn't you? And neither of us got reinforcements, so no asset cards were mobilised. And that's it. So now it's time to roll, see how much time has elapsed. The attacker does it first. Robin, you're going to roll 1 or 2 dice?
Yeah, 2 dice, because I've managed to clear a few things. I don't want you to have too much time.
Right, okay. Let's see how many minutes have passed. 6 minutes. Right, so here are the positions after turn 1. We have the Panther down the bottom here that's... well, he did his mission for the first turn. He's now got to find something else for him to do. He's a little bit out of it now. And then in the middle here is really going to come down to who has the initiative here. So we're going to get going and move into turn 2. Okay, so turn 2, I passed my radio check. Robin failed his radio check because he's not in line of sight of each other, so it's a little bit harder for him to do.
So no idea what's going to happen.
No, so Robin has no idea. So his initiative markers are blind. I got to pick mine and then just, well, obviously draw them blind and then pick which ones they went on. So shall I go turn over first? Doesn't make a lot of difference. So my I've just realised down here. Sorry, that was a bit. So this tank down here is going last, and this tank up here is going third. So you definitely have the first and second. So no! So the M36 is going first, and the M4 is going second. Right then, we're picking actions for action phase 1. So the first tank in the initiative order is Robin's M36, a tank destroyer, and I think I know what's coming. So Robin, what order did you pick?
I went for halt.
You went for halt, okay. And what tactical action are you going to do?
I am shooting, and I also have a card.
Yeah, okay.
So, bullseye. Play on one of your tank fires at a target. Effect, when rolling to hit, you may reroll any or all of the dice, or you may reroll on the hit location table. Okay. So I put that in, I assume I do it when I declare it.
Yeah, and plus you've got the Master Gunner in there who rerolls on 1. So essentially you're just rerolling.
Yeah.
On pretty much everything. Okay, so you're going to shoot at my Panther. I'm going to try and do something here because I've got an event card I want to play called Quick Reactions. Your commander reacts to the enemy by firing first. Play when an enemy is about to commence a fire main gun action on one of your tanks. The commander of the target tank must make a crew test. If passed, the target may perform an immediate fire main gun action against the tank about to shoot it. The shot suffers the penalty for moving and shooting. If the enemy tank survives, it continues its firing action. Your tank's interrupting shot does not affect the number of other tactical actions the tank can perform. So I've got to do a crew test, which is a 3 or more for... No, it's not. Yes, it is. It's a 3 or more because I've got 2 stars. Yep, so I've pulled it off. Okay, so the crew test was successful, but Robin...
So I have a card that says Bad Day. Sometimes fate throws a spanner in the works. Your opponent must re-roll a successful crew test.
Okay, so I've got to roll again, and I'm looking for a 3. There we go. Okay, so part of the fire main gun action is I get to turn my turret, so I can see you. However, I count as moving, and I haven't spotted you, so it's going to be resolved as a snapfire, which means I'm rolling 2 dice, and both of them need to be a 5. Okay, here we go. No, so that's a miss. It was worth a try. Robin's shot is going to be coming in with his bullseye card that he's played. Okay, so Robin, you're looking for a 5 to hit.
No.
No,
However,
but that's with your gunner. So if you roll a 1, you can re-roll with the gunner. Yes.
No.
No. Okay.
That's fine.
So there we go. That's a miss. Does the bullseye come into play? Because I don't think you can keep. I think
no, because you can only re-roll
once.
Surely that's it.
Yeah.
So.
Okay.
But it would have been useful if I'd.
So we're both expended our ammo, and it's down to the next tank.
Oh, that was my special that went.
Oh, mine as well. Yeah, mine as well. So next in the initiative sequence was the M4. Robin, what's your action with him?
So I'm going to turn right.
Yep. Okay. So he'll turn up to 90 degrees and then go forward 4 inches. So he turns on his centre axis and then motors along. What you're going to do is your tactical action.
I'm actually going to. It was between popping smoke grenades and scooting. I think I'm going to scoot.
Scoot. Okay. So you're going to roll 2d6 and take the highest. Going 6.
Should just go up to the.
Yeah, it'll just be. You can drive. You could go over it. Oh no, you'd be there, won't you? Okay, there we go. Right, so it's this Panther now, and I selected for him to move backwards, so he can go backwards up to 4 inches. I would like him to pivot first, so he is just very simply just going to turn like that, and then go backwards 4 inches, please.
Do you want to make that your free?
Oh yes, I've got to try and do a free one. So many games, it's a free thing, but here you've got to remember. So my driver's a 4+. Yeah. Yeah, 4 inches back, so he's maintaining line of sight. He can still see him. The turret will aim at him. Well, not aim, you know what I mean. It'll just point at him. He can still see him from over here. This is probably the worst angle, but he can actually. I believe the Panther can see it through, although I would argue that you'll get a hull down for that. I'm going to fast load an AP round. Right, so standard AP round. This will be fast loaded on a 3 or more. There we go, so straight into the ready. This Panther out here has been a little bit out of things. I just selected for him to go full ahead, so he will be rolled. Well, no, he's not spotted anything, so there's no point. So he will be going 7 inches, and then for his action, I'm going to try and spot the M4, and we'll see how that works out before I decide to do anything else. So 7 inches forward, he clears the wall. That's it there. And he will, well, I know it's in the front arc, but I like pointing the turret anyway. So now I'm going to try and do a spot action for free on your M4. So spotted on a 3+. Yeah, I got him, so that was a free action. Remember, both my commanders are still unbuttoned at the moment. So as that was a free action, I'm going to try and fast load some ammo. So I'm going to attempt to fast load, I'm going to fast load my special ammo. So 2+ on this guy. Yep. So that M4 is in the sights of both Panthers. He doesn't know which way he's going to go. That's the end of this action phase. So we're going to go through and select the actions for action phase 2. Okay, so we selected our actions for the second action phase, and the first tank to act as in the previous phase is the M36. Robin, what action are you taking?
I am halting, and I'm just going to load, because I've scared you off now, so I've actually got a bit of breathing space.
He's abandoning his mate.
I'm not abandoning him. I'm mission focused.
Okay, so he's take it he's going to fast load.
Yeah, fast load. I'm going to go for HE, so I can actually try and take out some more ammo.
Okay, then, right. Yep. That's a success, so HE is loaded, ready to go for his next action. Next up in the initiative order is the M4, the tenacious little M4. What's he doing?
I'm going straight ahead.
Okay, so you're coming into here, or you're going to try and pivot first? Oh, you're going to try and get behind
See if
it.
I can at least. Well, at the moment I'm seen by 2 tanks, so if you're getting closer to 1 tank,
okay. So that's fine. You'll have to take a driving test. It's just started hailing.
Why? Yes, because I'm starting against the terrain, aren't I? So
yep. So you'll have to test to go through. So driver test.
Yeah, it's a 3+.
And then.
Yep. So
yeah. So you pass. So you don't lose your spotted marker.
So I'm driving straight forwards. Don't think it's gonna be enough to get me.
No, but your tactical action, you could scoot.
I am going to scoot.
Okay, so you're going to roll 2d6 and take the highest. Okay. 3 inches. Oh, it's going to be tight. Very close to this one now. Do you want me to move it? You know what I mean? Have you lost line of sight?
Oh yeah, I've lost. Oh, actually, no, I haven't. Because it's from the hatch.
It's from the hatch.
So no,
you
can still see me. I can still see you.
Okay, so he tried. What are you gonna do with the turret? You sure?
I don't think it makes a difference, does it?
Okay,
Anything
poor
makes
little,
that's not-
poor little
that's
M4.
not any of the options.
Well, while you're deciding on the turret, it's my turn over here with this one. Now he has taken a go straight ahead, so this might actually work out in your favour.
I am playing
Oh dear.
bad timing.
Yes.
Tank stalls at a critical moment. Player when an enemy tank is activated may not move during its movement action this phase. May only make a pivot by doing a tactical action.
Okay.
It can perform a scoot action as normal.
Okay. So where would you like me to stall? Where I am.
Yeah, you just can't take your movement action.
Oh right. No, I thought you could stall like.
No. It stops you from doing your movement action. Full stop.
All right. Well, I'm going to shoot you.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Okay. Right. Okay. So
I'm gonna
yeah.
play this then.
Oh, what have you got now?
Haze.
Yeah.
For the rest of the turn, so that's all the way to action, end of action phase 3, isn't it?
Yeah.
All firing at long range, including from anti-tank gun assets, must be done as snap fire. So all the dust and I guess.
Okay.
From my
I
Sherman.
think I'm within 18, so I think I'm going to be all right.
Yeah, you are. So actually, I've possibly just affected myself, but that's fine. I'll leave that there so we know that.
Okay. So my Panther can't move; it's stalled, but he is going to fire his AP round at you. Now I only have you spotted. Are you hull down? No, you're not. Okay, so I'm going to be getting 2 dice hitting on 5s. There we go. That's a hit.
That's a hit.
Okay, so let's see the location. 6. I think that's the turret.
Turret, isn't it? Yep.
Okay, I have an AP value of 8. What's your armor?
5.
5. Okay, plus the D6. So 14. Okay, I think it is destroyed, isn't it?
Yeah,
Because
it's all
yep.
the
So the poor little M4. Oh, here we go. There we go.
Thingy somewhere.
Is it screw top? There we go. So that's gone pop. Right, okay. 1 kill apiece for the Panther, so we've just got to deal with the M36 now. So he's now not loaded, and I guess he's not spotted anymore, is he, by?
No.
So there we go. So this tank here, I picked a halt action for this one because I thought you were going to stay over there. So I'm going to scoot. 2d6, take the highest, 5 inches. There we go. That was quick. Right, we are into the 3rd action phase. Let's pick our tokens. Okay, M36 to go first. Robin, what are you doing?
I'm going to halt.
Yep.
I'm going to use my AP that I've loaded.
Your AP?
I mean HE.
Right.
I do mean HE. And I'm going to shoot at this strong point.
Okay,
Try
so
and clear that.
it's just going to be 3d6 needing a 6. Oh.
Oh dear.
Over to me. So this tank here, I have decided is going to make a 90-degree turn to the right. So he will pivot on his axis like that and go forward 4 inches. He hasn't got anybody spotted. Oh no, I have got you. No, I haven't. So no one's spotted, so there's no point in testing for that. And he's going to scoot 2 inches. Excellent. This chap down here is also going full ahead, so he's going to go forward 7 inches. He's going for the gap there in the hedge. So he will go 7 to there, and he will scoot as well. 4 inches. Okay, so it's the end of turn 2, and we've got one Panther down here skirting around this side of the village. My other Panther is going around there. The M10 is in quite a... Well, it's not an M10, sorry, the M36 is in quite an awkward position for me to get it, although at the moment I'm relying on its lack of targeting ability. So we need to do the end step for turn 2. So we're going to replenish our event cards. We're going to roll for the timer, and this time it will be me rolling. Okay, so I drew 3 new event cards, one of which was reinforcement, so I have mobilised an asset, so I'll be able to play this in the coming turn. Robin, you didn't get any reinforcements or mobilised assets, did you? No. But you had a bit of a smile on your face. So it's just down to me now to roll for the timer, and I am going to roll 2d6, because I'm currently winning on VPs, if we're looking at it that way, and if I can force the end of a turn, that'd be good. I mean, it's quite a long way away, but, you know... So 10. So we are
15 minutes gone.
15 minutes gone in a 40-minute game. Okay, so I passed my radio check. Robin, of course, can't make a radio. Well, you could try and radio them. There's no one answering. So I passed my radio check, so I got to look at my tokens and decide where they went. Robin didn't. Do you want me to reveal, or do you want to?
I'll reveal which order I'm going.
Go on then. You're going last. So the lead panther is on a 2, and the one that's skirting around out here is on a 1. So he's acting first. Right. Let's pick actions for action phase 1, turn 3. Okay, so it's this guy to act first, and I've chosen for him to go full ahead. So he's going to go 7 inches through the linear obstacle. There's no need to roll because he hasn't got any spotting or anything to lose. And he's not any damaged tracks, so he is just going to come to there. And then he's going to scoot. Before he does that, he's going to try and do his free pivot.
Yep.
Okay, so this track can go to there. So all he's going to do is just pivot to there, and now he's going to scoot. He's going 6. He's just going to have a look at his handiwork from earlier on as he drives past the wreck of the Easy 8. And now it's the next panther. Okay, so it's this chap next, and I chose for him to go straight forward as well. So he'll be going 7 inches forward, and then I think he is going to. I think he'll load. Okay, so I am going to try and fast load a AP round. So I've got 3 up on my gunner. Yeah, that's fast loaded. Okay, so it's the M36. What's he doing?
I'm going straight ahead.
Okay. Are we going to miss each other now?
Well, that's what I was kind of hoping. That's why I wanted to go 6, because now you've gone that way. I thought you're either going to come down this road, and I made a terrible mistake, or you're going to go that way, and maybe I can...
Scoot past me?
Scoot past.
Is that what you do? So you're going to move and then scoot?
Yes, that's my plan.
Okay, all right then, let's have a look. Down the road he goes.
Can't see anyone.
And then 2d6.
Oh,
3 inches.
I'm hiding that, really.
When he comes into the main part of the village. Okay.
Because I'm not actually sure if...
Interesting. All picked?
Yeah.
Right, okay, before we do anything, I'm going to play my asset. And it's Sniper. Because you're unbuttoned, aren't you?
I am.
So the steel-eyed marksman is seeking high-value targets. Effect: choose one. An unbuttoned enemy commander. He must either button up immediately for the rest of the game, which would mean that you would be having to take spot out. You just wouldn't get them for free, which is a bit hampering for you.
Yeah.
Or roll a d6 on the button-up table. I think we're going to play things a bit of a chance here. I'm going to roll on the button-up table. Okay, so having just seen what the results could possibly be on the button-up table, is actually not a lot of point in doing it. I think that the spotting is basically just hampering that is going to be far better. So, Robin, your guy ducks back in and he doesn't stick his head out for the rest of the game. Excellent. Right then, so it's over to me first. So it's this guy over here. He has taken a full ahead action. First of all, he is going to try and get his free pivot. Okay, so free pivot on a 3 or more. No, 4 or more. No. Okay, so that was his tactical action. So I'll just take the. So you just take the tactical action now, basically, don't you? So he will pivot like that, and then he is going. Like, basically, he makes it that bit of scrub. So he's going to come to there. This panther took a straight ahead action. So basically, he's going to drive through to there. He is not looking at anybody, and I'm going to try and get him to do a free pivot as well. So 4 or more. No. So he. Oh, I didn't need that. So there we are, that's where we are. So I can't spot Robin now because that wasn't the free action. So that is a bit annoying. It's going to be Robin's turn. All right then, Robin, what did you pick?
I am going straight ahead.
Yep.
So I'm just going... Oh, do I want to use my pivot? My driver's awful. Yeah, I'll use my pivot.
Yep.
So I'm going to try and use a driver test to get a free pivot.
Okay, you're looking for a 4?
And
No.
I'll use...
Oh, you're playing an event?
I have a Charmed Life card.
Yep.
Which basically is re-roll a crew test.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, you got it. So here he comes down the road.
Because it's at the end of the start, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I'll do it at the start. Just have to light me up.
There we go. So he comes down the road. And then what are you doing as your tactical action?
I am going to...
So just to give you an idea of what's going on, got my panther here. And then the other panther is trying to come around there.
I'm going to fire my machine gun.
Hey. All right, okay.
At that ambush terrain.
Well, this is new. Okay, right.
Try and clear it.
Let's see how we do this. Right, so Robin can't machine gun this piece of ambush terrain because he's over 6 inches away. So he's got to ambush. Not ambush, he's got to machine gun the strong point, which means he's got 1d6 needing a 6 to clear it. So it's close assault, you've got close assault with 1. Yep. So there you go, so a 6 will do it.
No.
Oh, unlucky. Okay, so now into the third phase actions. Okay, so it's this Panther that's going first, and I've selected a 90-degree turn to the right. Now you can execute your 4-inch move forward before or after the pivot of the turn. So he is going to move forward to there, and then simply turn like that. I don't think I can see you just yet. So that's what he's doing. He's already loaded. So for his tactical action, can you scoot after a... After a turn.
Yeah, because you can scoot after a hole.
All right. Oh, okay. So in that case, he will scoot. 5 inches. He might have cleared the wall. So he is sort of straddling in a minute. So he is going to go to there. My Panther over there is going to do a left-hand turn. So if you can move him 4 inches forward, Robin, and then just turn him on the spot to the left. So there we go. And then line him up there. Excellent. He's already got AP loaded, so I'm going to try and get a free spot action. So if I get a free spot action, I can then shoot you.
Oh, yeah.
Because I'm already loaded.
Yeah.
Okay, so 3+. Yep, you are spotted. So I've got you spotted. That was for free. So yeah, I could shoot, but I moved, so I'll lose a dice.
And if you shoot, then you're unloaded.
Can I aim? Okay, because I moved, I'm going to be losing a bit of a dice. So what I'm going to do, obviously that spot was for free, so I'll take the tactical action, aim, so I can get that shot off with more dice in the next turn, hopefully. What's he doing, Robin?
I'm going straight ahead.
Right.
I'll have to pivot slightly.
So you can do your free pivot?
Free pivot. A good driver, though. Oh dear, it's
no,
not free.
So it's not free, so that was your tactical action, basically.
Problemo.
There we go, and then he just powers forward. Is this the second or third action phase?
This is the second.
Is it? Okay, so that was the third action phase. So we've got to go into the clean-up and then roll for initiative. I think Robin's really... Well, I say roll for initiative? Draw for initiative. Let's just get the board sorted out. Okay, so we both replenished our hands. Neither of us got any reinforcements to mobilise any assets, so it's just time to move on the clock. Robin, you're going to roll 1 or 2 dice?
2 dice, see if I can keep my guy alive.
Okay.
A minute ago I thought you said replenished hands. I was like, what'd you give him? 8.
8 more minutes onto the clock, so we're on 24. So halfway through on the timescale. Will Robin's M36 basically outlast the Panthers?
No.
So turn 4 initiative. Shall I turn over first?
Yeah, go on.
Okay, so the Panther at the back that's basically lined up to fire is going first. I pass my radio check, and the other guy's going third. Robin, you have the middle spot. So your M36 has got to survive this round. I think... I don't think I've missed. Oh, no, I did. I missed with my snapfire shot.
If I managed to load, I'd feel a little bit more.
Yeah.
If I survived, I'd be able to do something back, but I haven't managed to load.
Right. So, I'm going to fire... it's the first sort of turn. No, what am I talking about? We need to take some actions. So, shall we mention, my guys are staying unbuttoned. Robin...
I've got to stay with the lid closed because your sniper scared me.
So he's hiding. Right. So my Panther over there has the first action, and I have selected a halt action because, of course, I am going to blast at you. Are you hold down to me? I think you might be.
Yes, because you can't see mine.
Yes. Okay. So that's going to be interesting. Right. So I am going to shoot you. I'm within 18 inches. I'm aiming. I've got AP loaded, so that's going to be 3 dice hitting on 5s. Okay, so I've got, if we have a look on here, I have 3 dice, as needing 5s to hit. So that's a hit, but because you're hold down, there's a chance of a miss. Now, your hold down value for the M36 is 3. So a roll of 3 or less means that the shot misses. So the shot just missed.
Yeah. So it was rolling on location. If you'd rolled a 4, it would have been the hull, and 5 or 6 would have been the turret. So
basically, the shot just sort of pings off, basically just blasts into the wall.
Yeah.
Okay, that's annoying, but probably good for you. Right, of course. So I am no longer loaded. Now it is your action. What have you chosen to do?
I've chosen to go straight ahead.
It doesn't surprise me.
The trouble is, even spotting you's hard because I can't do it for free anymore because I can't.
No, your chap is. I'm just putting the pressure on. I've just realised as well I had an event card I really should have played.
At some point, I need to actually load something in the gun.
Yeah, this is the issue. But also, yeah, because
Right.
you're.
No, let's just move.
Okay.
Let's not just move. Okay, we'll move and try and get. That's what you get for having a really bad driver. Let's just move because you're unloaded. So let's just go straight.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to load.
Oh, okay. Are you going to try and fast load?
I am, but I'm going to play an event card where I don't have to take. Unto the Breach, what a great name. Performing a load main gun action to make a force load test automatically.
Okay.
So even though realistically I probably would have passed it with my reroll of my 2+ and
You just didn't want to risk it.
No, so at least I'm loaded.
So what are you putting there? Special ammo?
Special ammo.
Special ammo it is. Okay, right. Did you not want to try and make your free pivot at the... Oh, no, you can't, I guess, now. Well, you still can try and make your free pivot. Yeah, we will check that. He can. So my Panther can no longer see the M36, so he's no longer spotted. This guy can, though. And his order was he was going straight ahead. And that's what he's going to do.
Okay,
7 inches.
Card.
No, of course you do. What is it?
Mines.
Mines?
That's why that tank blew up.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Play when an enemy tank executes a movement action using any command other than halt. That's why I was very disappointed when you halted with him.
Okay.
Tank's driver must make a crew test.
Oh, right. Okay. Where do you want me to do it? Where I am or when
I
I'm in?
assume it says when you execute the movement action, so I assume it's before we...
All right. Okay. All right then. So driver test. Okay. What's the bad stuff?
So if you fail,
Yeah.
you get some track damage.
Right. Okay. Let's see how this goes.
If you have a calamity, then you get 2 tank damage.
So basically, after that, it just blows my tracks off. Okay. 4+ driver. No, it wasn't a calamity though. So what does that mean?
So it's just 1 damage on your...
On my tracks. Okay, all right. And now if he scoots, he takes a lower rating, doesn't he?
I believe.
Yes, so
yeah.
that's annoying.
But you get to carry on with the rest of
I get to carry on with the move. Okay, so he... Oh, I don't know. Does it might affect my commander's unbuttoned? Does he have to...
No, because track damage you don't roll on the...
Okay.
Buttoning.
Right. Okay. So there he is coming through the farmyard. For his action, I'm going to spot you. So as Robin just said, it might be free as I'm unbuttoned, and I have a 3+ commander. So yep, that was a free action. You are spotted. And this question: do I take an aim? I'm going to, because that was a free tactical action. I'm just going to aim at you. Because I think it's hard, because obviously I'll be then just rolling 1 dice. I think it's better to aim and then get 3 dice in the next action. So I will now change that to an aim, please. And then we're just picking actions again. Okay, so my first action is with my Panther at the back over there, and he has gone straight ahead. However, I'd like him to pivot first, Robin, this way. So I'll try and see if it's a free action. It is not, so that'll be his tactical action.
And then 7 inches.
And then 7 forwards, please. And then if the turret could face your M36, that would be lovely. Excellent. Right. It's the M36. Okay, Robin, the M36, what's it doing?
Turning left, but...
Right. I mean left. Yeah, sure. Sorry.
Going to take a snapshot at you first.
Okay. Right, okay, so which one are you shooting at?
This one.
Okay. So it's going to be 1d6, isn't it?
Who's loaded, actually? Hang on.
This guy's loaded. He's got special ammunition loaded. But obviously you're on his front armour.
Yeah, I've got special ammunition. My special ammo is so good it doesn't...
Okay, so which one do you want to take a snapshot? I suppose then this one, because he's the one who's about to blast you. Okay, so you're going to need 2d6 hitting on a 5?
Both need 5s. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, go for it. Looking for 5s?
No.
No. Worth a try.
Well, I assume I can try the free pivot, but if I fail now I just don't get it at all, because obviously I've used my tactical action.
That would be my thinking, yeah.
Yeah. So
You were turning left, weren't you?
yeah, so I get the pivot.
You got the pivot.
A bit.
Yeah.
Move 4 inches.
And then turn.
And then turn. So.
Okay. All right. Okay. So now it's my turn, and it is the panther that you just took a shot at. I have taken a halt action with him, so he is going to fire. Now he's aiming, so he's going to get 3 dice hitting on a 5. Just to make things a little bit more interesting, I'm going to play bullseye. When one of your tanks fires at a target, when rolling to hit, you may re-roll any or all of your dice, or I can re-roll the result on the hit location table. So, because he's already got turret damage, if you get 2 damage on the same location, that's it, isn't it? I think the turret gets blown off. Right. Okay. So obviously this is so I've got bullseye in place. So I'm looking for 5s. So I got 1. So I got 1 hit there. So I don't need to use bullseye to try and hit. Reroll. I'd realised as well that I didn't actually. We've never done aiming specifically. We never done that. We've just kind of taken shots, but it seems to be working. So let's see what location I hit. But I tell you what I'm going to do before I roll. I'm going to play weak spot. A lucky shot is found a vulnerable area on the target. Play when shot by one of your tanks hits a target. When determining whether your shot penetrates the target's armor, roll 2d6 instead of just 1 and add the total of both dice to the firing gun's penetration.
Unnecessary thing.
I just want to make sure. 2 1 still is a glancing below though. First of all, let's roll to see the location. That's a 3.
That is the hull.
I'm going to re-roll. I want to get the turret. It's a 4.
That's still the hull.
Still the hull. What's the hull's armour, Robin?
3!
Oh, 3. That's his hull.
So yeah, take your 2d6.
Oh, okay. So I've got penetration of 11.
It doesn't matter.
Plus
10.
Plus 10, so it's
penetrated 7 tanks.
Okay, so I think the M36 has gone. So that is the end of. To be fair, he got quite a long way before the Panthers hunted him down. We'll just get, obviously that marks the end of the battle. We'll just get sort of tidied up, and then we'll sum up. All right, so there we are. There is the end of the second game of Achtung Panzer. So for the sake of the video, let's add up the victory points. I got 2 for 6 for 3 destroyed tanks.
I got 2.
Robin got 2 for clearing 2 buildings, one of which was when I fired a Panzerschreck out of it. So it is a German victory. Robin, how do you feel that went? Because obviously that was really different to our first game.
Yeah, it was very, very different in the way with you as the defender to start off with. I was thinking, I just need to stay out of your way, you don't need to move, but then obviously it turns to you chasing me around a little bit.
I quite like that, because we were up here, obviously, as you said, I had kind of, not prepared positions, but
quite good.
I was, sort of hedging my bets. But then this was a lot more manoeuvrable than the other game. I didn't quite appreciate, I think, in the other game, how fast the tanks could move if you take the scoot actions, and if you do try to combo your actions, with a free pivot, a scoot, and then a free spot. Or you've got to do it in the right order. So you've got to try your free spot first, then if you get that, the scoot. So if you can really combine and sort of play off a good commander and a good driver, it works really, really well.
I think you coordinated your tanks better than I did, because you always seemed to have one tank loaded. So I had to be careful. Oh yeah, that tank isn't loaded, but the other one, if I move there,
is. You
were quite well coordinated. It was intentional or not, I don't know.
I would like to say that is intentional.
There was that thing of I can't go there because at least one of those is always...
The reason it happened was because I loaded thinking you were going to come into my line of sight, and you didn't. You went the other way. So that tank was then loaded for quite a long time. So I think he was loaded the entire time he came up this side of the board.
Yeah.
It was when the M4 got destroyed.
It was the other... Yeah, because the other Panther was the one that blew it up.
Yeah, so he was loaded from this point.
So he used your shot.
No, so he was ready and essentially just waiting for his chance. Something that's can be quite frustrating is your mission was to clear the buildings and clear the ambush points.
Yeah, and I did miss a building from 2 inches away.
Yeah, twice. But I suppose the way that you have to kind of makes sense in your head is there's infantry and you're trying to make it unusable as an ambush point. So maybe the shot did hit, but it didn't destroy enough of it, or the shell just went straight through it.
Go straight through the building without...
The machine gun fire was ineffective. There has to be a point in the game where there is a failure, because otherwise, what's the point?
Yeah.
What's the point in playing? Interestingly, my asset, which did the most damage to you, was probably the sniper, which is a 1-star card. It becomes obvious how important the free spotting is when you don't have it.
Which is a really interesting. Again, the combined arms, but without having it. One of the things, people talk about tanks in combat, especially in it's not really semi-urban, close environments, is tanks die without infantry around to spot for them, and not having to go buttoned up and not be able to do anything, or not be able to get free action to spotting replicates that really well, because I kept getting stuck of I managed to get away.
Yeah.
But either I need to load.
Yep.
Or I need to spot. I can't do it all, and when you've got two.
And when that dynamic suddenly went from 3v2 to 2v1, and the pressure was really on him, that really did made a big difference.
Also, I think as an American, I need to learn to be a bit more careful. The Allied players, I think, need to be very careful against especially the better German tanks, because how good your guns are.
Yeah.
Versus, yes, I got a better gun than you on the M36, but it's so lightly armoured that you could actually just throw rocks at it.
Yeah, I didn't realise it was. I know you said it wasn't.
Yeah, because it's not
well
actually
armoured.
It's not a tank. It's a
tank destroyer.
But I think yes, it's cool to charge at the board, but I probably need to be a bit more careful with
positioning. And
am I going to be out?
But you were very speedy. I mean, obviously you came down here. This guy tried to get through, but just got the back of it got clipped. The M4 went on a little journey.
Yeah, I was just be aggressive, clear the terrain on the way, and then. I
was actually quite surprised at how easy. And this isn't meant be having a go at how easy it was to get the Panthers up and round. Both of them went sort of flanked either side of the village.
I really enjoyed that.
So
it gave me a chance to run down the middle.
Yeah. So there we go. Anyway, guys, there you go. There is a second, slightly shorter game, probably, of Achtung Panzer. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I enjoy this game. I think it's a laugh. So I think we will be having another one, because I'm thinking I've got a tank destroyer to do. But what we might do, we might see if we can coerce a couple more people in and see if we can get a multiplayer game going, where maybe we split up the event cards a bit and the radio checks are a bit more funny. And of course, uncoordinated just arguments basically about where to go. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this. Cheers as well. If you've got any comments, just drop them down below, and we'll see you guys all again in the next run. Take care of yourselves. Bye bye.